Hey everyone, in this video we're taking a look at an incredible hand-built tiny houseboat. It's basically a fully functional and fully livable floating cabin with an extra large deck, comfortable seating, and a folding hammock suspended over the water. And it also has some interesting off-grid systems for life on the water. In this video we're going to give you a full tour and I'll show you around. This houseboat was built by Richard from Dingyo, and we actually featured his first build a couple years ago. And this is kind of the new and improved model called the Korok V. The first thing you notice when you come in here is the amazing woodwork. Everything was handcrafted, and Richard's attention to detail and love for the craft is obvious in every detail and everywhere you look around the boat. Most of the wood is white cedar. It's a lightweight wood that's great for boat building. So the boat is built on an aluminum frame with a plywood base, and that plywood is covered with a membrane for waterproofing. And it's floating on three 25-inch diameter aluminum pontoons. It's 28 feet long, 8.5 feet wide, and it weighs 6,000 pounds. And it has a 140 horsepower engine. So the boat is divided almost evenly into two parts. The front is the deck, and then the back is the cabin. So when you enter through the front patio doors, you come into the kitchen and dining area. So in the kitchen, there's a small sink, a 2-burner propane cooktop, and a small bar fridge. And then there's plenty of storage underneath the counter. And then there's also a cabinet here with more storage on top of the counter. And in the corner, there's some open storage with some netting so you can see things and grab them easily. For fresh water, there's two options. You can either draw water from the river or the lake, or you can flip a switch and use the water from the onboard 15-gallon freshwater tank. Over here is the small dinette, which can be folded down to create more space inside. You'll notice there's a lot of round edges in the tables and the countertop. That's really nice when you're on the boat that's always moving around so you don't bump into sharp corners. So over here is the small bathroom. It's pretty small, but it has everything you need in a bathroom. There's a Nature's Edge composting toilet, which eliminates the need for a black water tank. There's a shower, and there's also a small sink. For the shower, there's a shower curtain that just wraps around the whole space like this. And then all the water from the shower drains right through the floor here. For gray water, there's a charcoal filter on the boat that filters all the gray water before it goes out into the lake, so it's clean. In future builds, they also plan to add a gray water tank in case there's times where you need to hold on to your gray water and dump it at a dump station. For ventilation, there's a small window in the bathroom, and in this model, they added a second roof vent in the bathroom also. So now there's one in the kitchen and in the bathroom. That way you can get some really good air circulation in here. So now we're at the back of the boat, and there's about an extra foot of length in the cabin here compared to the first build. And it does make a difference. It does feel a little bit more spacious in here. So here you have the dining area that also turns into a bed. So all you have to do is fold one of the leaves of the table up, unlatch two latches from the base, and lower the table so it becomes the bottom of the bed. And then all the cushions come together to create a queen-size bed. And there's also storage under both benches. What's also different in this houseboat is that there's a door in the back. Through that door you can access the rear deck and the motor. And you can also leave that door open to get a really good cross breeze throughout the cabin. For power, there's one 300-watt solar panel on the roof and two 6-volt AGM batteries. That powers the fridge, all the LED lighting, the pump for the faucet, and the navigation station. And there's also an option to plug into 30-amp shore power. And for heat, the boat has a small Martin propane heater on board. And here, this is probably my favorite part of the houseboat, is the front deck. Again, there's about an extra foot of space on the front deck compared to Richard's first build, and you really do feel that extra little bit of space. Over here, you got the captain's chair and the navigation system. On the other side, there's a small dinette with two comfy chairs. And then there's two large, comfortable couches that are great for lounging. These couches both have storage underneath, and there's also a large bimini that can open up and cover almost the whole deck so you can get some shade on a hot, sunny day. And probably one of the most impressive features of this houseboat is the front hammock. There's two arms that open up where a large hammock can be attached, and it hangs over the water. So it's a great place to relax and enjoy the view and feel like you're just floating. I can't really think of another time I've seen a hammock hanging over the water on the boat like this. That's a pretty cool feature. And actually the arms that are holding the hammock and the roof rafters inside were all handmade by Richard. They're all put together with separate strips of white cedar, and they're all laminated together and bent around a mold to get that nice curve. So this is quite an impressive piece of work. It's been really cool to come and see this new design and see the little tweaks and changes that Richard's done to make the space a little more comfortable, spacious, and livable. Again, the woodwork and attention to detail that was put into this build is quite mind-blowing, to say the least. The front deck space is just so stunning. It looks like something straight out of a travel magazine. And the inside of the cabin is just a beautiful, cozy, livable space that makes you want to move in right away. If you want to find out more about these handcrafted houseboats, I'll put the link to Richard's website in the description below. Also, be sure to subscribe to Exploring Alternatives and check out our playlists for more stories like this. Thanks for watching.